I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, you know I way up, it don't go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, you know I way up, it don't go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence of been serving.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Atlanta Falcons. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Now Patterson to start the drive. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Black blue. Black shot. Yellow.
They'll drop to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Falcons at 500 at 6 and 6. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On the ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his man, London, right side. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion.
Black. Hurry, hurry.
Patterson is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
On the double.
They'll try again. But he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Double 38. Drill green.
They're going to look to throw. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's 1st score here this afternoon. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Warren, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Pickett. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. Looking to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. Kicking into a headwind here in the 2nd quarter. Boswell's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. An outside handoff to the left. That play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
Ready, set, 6, 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This one left side caught by Patterson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. On play action, they'll throw. Hitting London coming across the field. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Let's go now.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Here we go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
White. Black Ultra. Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, 23 yards for the touchdown. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. second down and inches. Eluding the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll run with Patterson. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
Ready, break. Field flat. Blue striker.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete.
Well, one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, green. Red, yellow.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Light blue. Hey, red. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Here we go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Let's go. You yellow. Watch it, stick. Red, cycle.
Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stretched the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
To throw again on second down. Pickett. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Pickett now on first down. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The slot man in motion right. On second and 9, Pickett. He's got the hook up to Miller. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Gets this out wide to Pickens. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. Pickett will look to throw it here. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Steelers 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Real green.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Set, ready. Striker, 3-3. Snap. 6, 7.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out, continue to throw the ball effectively.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On first down, it's Warren. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Pickett going deep this time for Miller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he is going to have the Steelers first down on a well-designed play there. That gets them 16 to move the chains.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. Finding Pickens for another catch. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
To throw again on second down. Pickett. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Catch made right side by Wilson. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Jeff Wilson, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. He's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Ready?
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
Going red. Field flat.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here we go.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Hut, hut. Needle blue. Ready?
They'll look to throw again. He'll get this into the hands of Bird.
Let's go.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line.
Okay. Like blue. Set.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. This pass is caught by London. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Ready.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
Ready, ready. Go red.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
You, yellow. Plastic, stick. Red, cycle. Ready.
Back to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Ready.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hut, hut.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that one's going to hurt big time because it's a one-score game, and they certainly thought with that throw they were getting a difference-making score right there.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2nd down, this is Wilson. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Third and 2, Pickett. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Handoff running left, Patterson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Falcons. So the turnover sets it up, and then a touchdown run here on the ensuing play.
And Brandon, a lot of times you see teams take shots in the passing game on a quick change like this. They go right back and throw one for the end zone. Here they just called a running play looking to get a few yards. But he's able to work his way downfield and take it into the end zone. The end result, the exact same thing as going for it in the passing game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Off play action. Pickett. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
They'll run on first down. Warren. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
On first down, it's Warren. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Pickett back to throw. That's going to be caught by Pickens. Touchdown! George Pickens with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Down. Check right. Ready?
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Tossing out right here to Patterson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Here we go.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Third down, here's Patterson. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Atlanta, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, that first win remains elusive.